Israeli leaders are extending their hand to Egypt's new president, Mohammed Morsi, the Muslim Brotherhood candidate who was swept to victory in the country's first free election. Prime Minister Netanyahu released a statement saying that Israel appreciates the democratic process and respects the results of the election. Israel, he said, looks forward to continuing cooperation with the Egyptian government based on the peace treaty between both countries. But underneath the expressed hope for stable and strong ties, there is much that worries Israeli leaders about the Muslim Brotherhood turned president of Egypt. Morsi is no newcomer and no moderate. That's what many Israeli experts are saying. He spent more than 30 years in the Muslim Brotherhood, joining one of its most radical sects, first founded by hardline Islamist Said Kateb.
We have been monitoring the Muslim Brothers in the last 60, 70 years. And we know their ideology, we know what they think. They are basically anti-Semite and anti-Israeli. So it's a problem. Are they going to forget it and to come to us in practical terms and ask for our cooperation? If it happens, we'll be happy.
Morsi says he will honor the 1979 peace treaty, and most Israeli experts believe he will in the short term. The military council's power, the need for $1.5 billion in U.S. aid, and a faltering economy may prevent Morsi from tinkering with the treaty now. But Israelis worry what will happen down the road in 3 to 5 years. Israel's immediate concerns are about the security situation in the south. No one expects Morsi to clamp down on terrorist groups in the Sinai, which means the burden will fall on Israel. In the last year, terrorists have successfully carried out 2 attacks inside Israel, killing 9 Israelis. More attacks are expected. Israeli officials also fear Morsi's regime may forge a new alliance with Hamas, an offshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood. Such an alliance was unthinkable under former President Hosni Mubarak.
We think that one of the first way of doing something in Sinai by Morsi will be probably to open completely the borders between Gaza and Egypt to people and merchandise. It means, should it also mean that missiles and weapons will pass on the ground, not underground anymore?
That would put more rockets in the hands of Gaza militants who fire on southern Israel and more weapons in the hands of terrorists in Sinai, a situation that would likely lead to more cross-border violence. Another concern is Egypt's possible turn towards Iran and away from the West. Morsi is denying an Iranian report that he promised to renew ties with Tehran, but some say this may be on the agenda.
Why not believe that the new regime, Muslim Brothers, will go also to Iran and tell them, okay, we have no problems between us. Let's have a dialogue, let's do business, but anyway, what is sure that Egypt will not lead anymore the pragmatic Arab countries against Iran. Absolutely not.
Not everyone agrees with Mazal. Some experts, especially in the West, argue Morsi and the Muslim Brotherhood will grow more pragmatic and more moderate the longer they're in power. Domestic demands and international pressure will demand this, pushing the more radical elements of the group to the background. Only time will tell whether Egyptian President Mohammed Morsi honors all the commitments to the peace treaty with Israel. In the meantime, Israel isn't taking any chances. There are reportedly contingency plans already underway. One step we're likely to see is an increase of Israeli defense forces along the border with Sinai. Jordana Miller, JN1, Jerusalem.